not that old Xbox. It don't work. What
That
happened to it?
did red line. It was left outside.
Yeah. So I came here for a 360 bundle. I'm gonna be walking away with all these games, the 360, 2 PS3s. Alright, welcome back to Retro and Rescue, the second ever video on my YouTube channel. The first video, we took 2 old air impact guns that were just laying around collecting dust and turned them into $35 using Facebook Marketplace. We then got a lead about an Xbox 360 bundle that's been laying in a buddy of mine's garage for many years. A great long story short, we got it all for just $20, turning our $35 that we got from the impact guns into a retro gold mine. Here's what we brought back to home base. I wanted to go through everything with you guys, so I brought it back home, stored it away, and brought it back out on this great sunny day. I'm gonna get it all laid out on the table so it's all organized and untangled, and we'll go through it all together. So there's the first box. Emptied it all out. There's the 2 PS3s. If you haven't seen the first video, we did find these outside under a tarp, so they're not in great condition at all. But there you go, they cleaned that one up a lot a bit. For the games, there's some Xbox One game I didn't expect to be in there. And then here we got X-Men, Halo Wars, and then I think the best one of them being that Ultra Street Fighter. I forgot to mention the controllers are not great either. I arranged them from best to worst, being best to worst. This one I believe is a aftermarket controller. On to the next box. Alright, second box unloaded. We're getting into a lot better stuff. Obviously, we knew the PS4 system was in there. If you weren't here for the first video, he mentioned that it just needed a deep cleaning, which is very obvious. And then we found all these NES games. Some pretty basic games, some good $10 ones in there, maybe some $15 ones. We also got Iron Sword, Star Soldiers, and the Mario and Duck Hunt combo. I thought this one was pretty cool because, as you can see here, it's got an old Nintendo sticker warning that says, "Warning, you will be charged $5 if instruction book is not returned. Thank you." And then it also says, "If this item is not returned, you will be prosecuted." And then I'm pretty sure it says your video store. So I thought that was pretty cool. We also got an extra empty NES case and all the PS3 and Xbox games, along with a couple PC games that aren't worth too much, especially in their condition. So we're on to the last box. Alright guys, I got everything pulled out of the box out of our $20 game haul, and holy moly, we got all these NES games. Not only do we got Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, but we got the Mario Bros. 2 and Mario Bros. 3. We got all these NES games, all these PlayStation 3 and Xbox games. There's some pretty good titles in there, and I would say just the one that would make our money back is sitting right there, DuckTales. Even Monster Party.
That being said, I started cleaning. I then separated everything into categories on where it'd be sold. For the moment, we'll be focusing on eBay and Marketplace, starting with the cartridge games. These are just some of the different titles we cleaned up. I will be taking all of the NES and selling them individually on eBay, other than some typical discoloration. They all cleaned up very well, the best part being no corrosion in sight. Same goes with the 3 PS3 controllers. As for the fourth, it was in third-party controller and wasn't worth a rescue. These 25 PlayStation and Xbox games I sorted through are going to get put on Facebook Marketplace. They had certain issues like water damage that I didn't feel was worth eBay at this time. I also thought this was cool. It is an unused card that came with ATV2 for the OG Xbox.
Alright guys, so I just got done sorting, cleaning, and looking through all the video games, and I figured we'd take a quick minute to plug in the Xbox 360 power cord and see if we can get an Xbox game out of the 360. So let's try this. I've never booted it up yet, and I figured now would be the best time of any with you guys. So I'm not gonna do any cuts in the video, I'm gonna do it raw, and let's see what happens. Well, that's a good start. He said there was a red ring of death on it. Unfortunately, in its condition, it's not worth much, but in working condition, this might be my testing Xbox. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got a jammed dish tray. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the dish tray is... Oh. Yep, the dish tray's jammed. And I can't tell if there's a game inside there. Oh, nope, no game in there. But if I can get this dish tray working, guys, I think we got a good working Xbox that we can keep personally, and we can test Xbox 360 games. So now, instead of selling all these as untested on eBay, we can sell them as tested. Awesome. That is just too cool. As we mentioned, it is a little dirty, it's broken up, but for what we need, I think it'll suit just right. So now I'm on to the two PS3 Slims, along with the big fat PS3 here, which I thought for a minute was a backwards compatible Xbox 360 or PS3, but unfortunately it only has 2 USB ports instead of 4. In its current condition, I don't think it's worth selling on eBay. I'd rather just sell it locally to someone that might need it as parts, as we stated in the previous video, and as you can see there, it's just not worth putting on eBay for me, especially with the $14 budget that we have. I'd rather not pay for shipping for that right now, so I had to pull you guys back out. I was just getting ready to wrap up the Xbox and put it away until I can clean it, and I started looking through this old wires again, and check it out, guys. I just found the power cord to the fat PS3. So you know what we gotta do. I'm gonna get it all hooked up, and I'll bring you guys right back out as soon as I'm done. Alright, there we go. Got it all hooked up. Now, let's plug it in and see if we can't get this baby turned on. If this powers on, I think this will be truly a miracle. In its current condition, I don't believe it will, though. Yeah, I don't see the red icon popping up or anything. But we expected that. We got to be blessed for the Xbox 360 over there. That's amazing. And I did turn the button on and off just in case. And either way, it don't work. No way, guys. I was just about to wrap up this box of old wires after seeing everything's all rusty and damaged. And guess what? We found the cord for the two PS3 Slims. You know what we got to do next. We got to test the two PS3 Slims. Wow. Imagine if we find a game or something in there. I'm not going to cut the video or anything. I'm going to leave it raw and unedited, so you know I'm not messing around. So after plugging in that cord we found and testing this PS3, the one that I thought for sure would work, this one's no good. It don't turn on at all. And then I plug this one in. We get the red light popping up, but no action. I think these are done. They're all parts. And there's no game in that one. So there we go, guys. We got 3 parts PS3s. I think a good thing to take away is at least we have 3 good working power cords for 3 different systems. The PS3 Fat, the PS3 Slim, along with the Xbox 360. We could probably get some good money out of them, but I think we're going to keep them for future untested consoles. And to wrap up part 2 of this series, this is everything that we're going to be keeping from this awesome $20 retro game find. We're going to be keeping the Xbox 360 to test 360 games, as I mentioned. We're going to clean these up and use them when we get some nice NES games that we don't want to get scratched and dinged up. We're also holding on to the 3 different power cords so we can use them to test untested consoles in the future. In these 5 games, I'm going to make these in addition to our future game library. I'm going to use the clean game out of this case so I can go ahead and make this metal copy of GTA 5 complete. Since I've never had one before, I'd like to add that to the collection too. And for anyone wondering about The Witcher, a Enchanted Edition on the PC, everything is complete, I went ahead and took it out of the nasty case it was in, and it looks to be in very, very nice shape. I opened it up, and it does come with the map, it comes with the manual, and as you can see, all the discs are there. So I'll go ahead and put that up on eBay and probably get $5 to $10 out of it. Without the sleeve, of course. I really appreciate you making it to this part of the video. If you got any sort of entertainment or education out of it, that's my only purpose of making my channel. If you didn't see my first video, I made my channel to share my adventures and my finds with you guys. I hope you look forward to our next video where I show you what sold and how much we added to our future flipping budget. Get out there and do what you love, and I'll see you in the next video.